The reason I did that is because now when I flip it so the 2x is first, when I flip this around and write it as negative 2x plus 12, I kept the negative with the 2x. If you don't do that, you've changed the problem from 12 minus 2x into 2x minus 12, which is not the same thing. So that's one of those things. You've got two options. You can change subtraction all the problems into adding a negative, and then you don't really have to think about when you have to use it. Or you can just use it when you run into this type of problem. I don't care what you do, okay? But you've got to know if something triggers and there's a negative in front of the x or subtraction, trigger your brain to change it. Okay, whatever you got to do. The easy way, like I said, is to change it so all the subtraction goes right into adding a negative. Because then if you do it all the time, you don't have to guess, do I use it here, don't I use it here? Don't worry about it. All right, and still equals 8. All right, now we've got what we want. Variables first, it's on the left side, everything's perfect. Okay, so got step 1 done. Now step 2, move the lonesome numbers to the right side. My lonesome number is 12. So there's a plus in front of it. Opposite would be to subtract. That's going to give me negative 2x equals negative 4. Okay, multiplication problem now to be solved by dividing. What am I dividing each side by?
2.
No, negative 2. Negative 2. Don't abandon the negative. That'll give me x equals 2. That's pretty much the longest type of problem you would encounter tonight. And I can't imagine there'd be more than one like that. Yeah?
We're going to have them challenges over.
Yeah.
That's what we just did.
Probably 1 or 2 would be my guess.
We have to do them?
I have to do anything, but I don't have to give you credit. Yes?
How do we know to cross multiply or use little parentheses?
Cross multiplies when the variable goes to the bottom. Okay. Kaylee? Okay. Let's go to 6. 7 plus 2x equals 23. 7 plus 2x equals 23. Okay, got some good things here. Variable is on the left side of the equal sign. However, it is not first. So I've got to make this first. So I'm just going to flip this first part around, change it to 2x plus 7. Remember, we do not do the opposite unless it's going to the opposite side. My last rule. Opposite side, opposite operation. That's the only time. Okay. So, now it's perfect. So, move the lonesome number out of the way for me. What's the lonesome number and how am I going to move it? I'm going to subtract 7. Good. So I subtract 7 and I'm going to get it right this time. 23 minus 7 is 16. Okay. One step problem now. 2x equals 16. What do I do?
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2. Good. That will give me x equals 8. Alright. And the concluding problem. Example 7. 13 equals 11. 13 equals 11 plus y over 3. 13 equals 11 plus y over 3. Alright, you can see this is again kind of like example 5. Things are all out of order. So, I'm going to do a whole flip to start. So I've changed it to 11 plus y over 3 equals 13. Let's start. Alright, what's the other thing that's wrong here? The variable isn't first. So we're just going to invert these two. And we don't have to mess around with it like we did here because there's no subtraction. We don't have to play around with signs. We don't have to worry about its addition. Not an issue. So w over 3 plus 11 equals 13. All right, and now we're set to go. So move the lonesome number for me.
Minus 11. 11.
11 minus
11.
Yes. And I've got w over 3 equals 2. Division problem to be solved by Multiply by the number that's on the same side with the variable 3. Thank you. Do that. I get W equals 6.
That's a Y.